Hi. Okay. Good morning, Henry.
Good morning.
I just waited till the last minute, you guys, to tell him that I sing on camera because I don't have a jingle. And so I'm always like experimenting with it. Like, hold on. I have my branding here. So it's like the morning muffin show, your morning carbo load of real estate. And I like play a little trumpet.
Here we go.
A musical instrument in school.
I love it.
Do you play a musical instrument?
No, I never did.
You're
For 1 year, I had enough of that.
I come from a musical family, so I was pressured to play music. So I always find myself like playing air instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
air guitar.
Yeah, air guitar. It's mostly a trumpet, air trumpet,
Okay.
and occasionally a cymbal crash. Like, yeah. Anyway, okay. So today our topic, you guys, is second homes. And we were talking a little bit about what is a second home, Henry. And for our viewers out there, which we have 6 watching right now, you guys, if you want, comment below. We'll share your comments online. So if you guys have a second home and experience with it, let me know, okay? So what is your experience with second homes and second home buyers?
Well, it can be a number of things. It could be investment properties. I mean, just condos around town. Or I think more commonly what people think of are the cabins up north or cabins elsewhere, the beach home, or more of a vacation destination for, your friends and family. So I think that's what people think of traditionally when they think second home. But really, it could be a lot of things from an investment standpoint.
It's true. It's true. They could be a number of things. I own a second, third, fourth, fifth homes. So I myself bought a condo when I was your age, right here in Uptown in Minneapolis. It was in the 2004-2005 boom when they were converting all these like quadplexes over to condos essentially. And it was like investors were just making money hand over fist, turning those over, which was great. But I bought in a bigger building and I enjoy it. I often think of it as my retirement home. And people are like, why don't you sell it? I know. It's like one level living. If Max wants to go to college in town, he has a place to live. It'll be paid for by renters, and it's downtown. Or uptown, I could like walk around when I get old, and it's got an elevator in the building. Yeah. So, and then I got married and realized I needed space and I wanted a dog. So then I got a house and I just rented that out. And then it's like expanded upon that. So it's just like, and then sometimes you inherit a home.
True.
So for example, my husband, here we go. A second home to rent. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Exactly.
My husband started out his property, first time home buyer. He bought a duplex. And he lived on
one side and rented the other out for a while.
Yeah. Yep. It's the best way to do it. We got a super awesome deal on it. He rented out the other side, worked on the other, and then flipped. It was really great.
Well, in today's day and age of Airbnb too, there's a lot of people buying those cabins. There's a lot of lakes around us, especially up north, and a lot of people are buying those cabins, and you can rent it out for 80% of the year, and then that 20% you want to be there, you can. And a lot of them are pretty good cash flowing properties, so it can be a good situation for a lot of people. It's a lot of work, just like anything else that's worth it, but it can be just another good way to invest your money and have some more passive income.
It's true. It's true. And there is a bunch of listings that I saw on Marketplace about renting cabins and stuff. And it was amazing to me. They're like, yeah, I just bought this cabin. I have these weeks open. Check me out on Airbnb. And it was all over the place. And I was just looking through them yesterday. I'm so glad that you brought this up because I was looking through it yesterday to talk about this exact thing with you. Now, where if somebody wanted to purchase, you're more familiar with Minnesota. I'm going to say that because you are naturally born here, and so this is my second home. Where would you suggest would be a good hot spot for people to purchase, like a second home, where you think that an Airbnb would still hold its value?
Well, I think Airbnb has the appeal for two places: the metro, right, the downtown hospitality hotspot. So, when the Super Bowl was here 2 years ago, there's a ton of people doing Airbnbs. And when we're not in COVID, there's a lot of people coming here for other stuff. And the Airbnb concept and model has really kind of blossomed into even the first look before hotels for some people. So anything within the city that I know a lot, and there's more and more regulations going on around it here in the metro. So you have to re up and be eligible on those. But anywhere in the metro, condos, smaller single family homes, you can have some good Airbnb potential there. But then again, like I said, I think the cabins are really where the Airbnb hotspots are here in Minnesota. That's kind of what we're known for, right? The land of 10,000 lakes, and there's a lot of cabins on those lakes. So, the Brainerd, Bemidji area, the chain of lakes over there, Madden's is, I believe, up in Brainerd, and that's a great lake, Gull Lake. And then even just up around like Mille Lacs, Mille Lacs is a fantastic lake, and then there's a ton around there, Spirit Lake and Lone Lake up around Aiken. So those are kind of the two avenues that I always think of, and that the people that I've helped who are wanting second homes, it's usually that cabin, and those are the areas that they often look. It's hour and a half to a 3-hour drive from the city, but then you're on a beautiful, quiet lake, and you're up north, and you feel like you've gotten away from the busy city.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I love too, is when I moved here for the first time, I heard the term snowbirds. Mm-hmm. I'd never heard that word before, and I didn't know what it was. And then I when I first moved to the city, so I started working I was in restaurant management for the first 10 years that I lived here. And I actually managed restaurants in Arizona. So it was really strange because half of the year I would see the same clientele in like 2 different places. So you don't even have to stay in the state. You can have a second home basically anywhere you want.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people do that in Minnesota. The winter sucks, so they go to Florida, Arizona. Those are probably the 2 main hubs that people go to from probably either right after Christmas or early December through April or March when the weather sucks here. They go down there and enjoy that warm weather. So yeah, there's a lot of beach homes, those Arizona kind of either townhome condominium type things or just, a nice single family in Arizona. There's a lot of attraction for those too. It's funny, we go down, we'll play golf and vacation in, Arizona, Florida, whatever. And it does seem like half the people are from the Midwest or from Minnesota when you're down there, and they're all just enjoying their time and not having to deal with what we deal with for 6 months out of the year.
It's so strange because you could spot the out-of-towners like a mile away because they come down and they are just like pasty.
Yep, they are, absolutely.
And then the other thing I was thinking about, like when I was taking my shower this morning, in my head I was like, with COVID we had a huge cabin boom, but the snowbirds actually didn't go down because I have friends in Arizona, and one of them called and said, I am selling people's places and having to basically do an estate sale on their belongings. So this time last year, there was like full on like nobody's going back down to Arizona. Nobody was going to Florida. COVID hit, people were crazy. But now things have settled down a bit. And since people have been working from home, they've pretty much been like packing up and like living anywhere. You can,
and that's really caused another kind of boom in that second home cabin life. There's a lot of people who are up there buying cabins. They've always dreamed of it. And now they don't need to be in the city for 5 days out of the week. They can go work from the cabin for the whole time and enjoy the time up there. So there's a big boom for it. I have a couple friends who are looking for cabins loosely, and it's like what we're seeing in the Twin Cities metro market. Things are selling in a couple days for over asking, and buyers are doing crazy things. So it's a busy market up there still. And yeah, with the work from home, people are really able to expand their horizons and their dreams of where they want to live and really go anywhere they want.
I have this, like, because I have a condo and I know that I'm going to be, in the next 20 years, my mobility will start to become limited. I think about how great it will be to not have to shovel snow, and I'll be able to like pick up and just go on vacation and not have to worry about like a house sitter or my pipes freezing. And we have found that during COVID, the numbers economically have shown that people have been leaving their condos and going into single family homes, leaving more condos available for whoever wants them. So I've been trying to talk to a lot of my renter friends, saying, like, you don't have to have a landlord, you can have your own place, and then this will bring us into HOAs, which I am doing next week. So a week from today, you guys bookmark this, where we can talk more about condos and HOAs and what that pays for and all the things that are sometimes included and not. But having a condo as a second home is kind of really nice.
Yeah, it gives you just flexibility. There's a ton of people. My grandparents did it for a while. They're back in a single family now, but my step grandpa was working in China. My grandma was traveling all over the place, so they had a condo here in Edina. And when they picked up and left for 6 months, they were gone. They didn't have to worry about, having my mom go over and check on the pipes or, check on the electricity, everything else. You can just pack up and leave. And then when it's -10 out and you get a foot of snow, you don't have to go out there and deal with that either, which is pretty nice.
Oh my gosh, that is my dream, to live like 6 months out of the year in China. That sounds like so much fun.
Very good time.
How long was he doing that for?
Oh, he was in China for 20 years, maybe 15 or 20 years. He was over there for a long time.
That's amazing. Does he speak Chinese?
Pretty fluently.
Or Mandarin? I apologize.
Yeah, Mandarin. Yeah, pretty fluently. At least I think. When I've heard him speak, I have no clue what he's saying, to be completely honest, but it sounds like he knows what he's saying.
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah. I hope he does too. That would have been a wasted 20 years.
No, he does. He was in business over there, so he knew what he was doing. He still goes back and visits quite a bit. He was actually there right before COVID hit last year and left right before they shut down China back in last February or January, whenever it was. So he got out of there just in the nick of time, or else he would have been stuck for a while.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. We're rolling around on 14 minutes, you guys, but this is a fun conversation to talk about. Hopefully we planted some seeds in someone's mind. It's not unheard of to have a second home, and there is a way if you want to make it happen. There's, like I said, you can sell your single family and buy a condo here and then wait and find a condo somewhere else. You can buy a timeshare, you can do a cabin, whatever you want. It's really, really, really not as complicated as people think it is.
And in today's day and age of rentals, it's pretty cool to own a property that pays for itself, or at least pays for most of itself. And that's just another way to build equity and build more wealth. So it's kind of a
Absolutely.
great idea, and it's always something good to explore.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye
See you guys.